morning everyone, respected teachers and my dear friends. My name is Auden Matthew. I am from class 3A. Today I am going to tell you a story from my Gulmohar reader. The name of my story is The Seven Snowmen. 11-year-old Jia, her father Hitesh and his brothers Akhilesh and Dinesh are on a trek in the hills of Uttarakhand. When snow blocks their way, unable to go back, and they take shelter in the house of a Daba owner named Shivcharan. Shivcharan and his two children, Om and Alka, are also trapped because of the heavy snowfall. Everyone sleeps in the basement of Shivcharan's Daba. The next morning, they heard a loud rumbling noise. They saw a helicopter disappearing into the horizon. They waved, shouted, screamed and ran till their feet got stuck in the snow. But it was too late. They had missed the chance of being rescued. The men took turns waiting outside the house if the helicopter came looking for them again. They had a difficult time. Snow had to be cleared every now and then. The children tried to help them by making tea, chopping vegetables and tidying up the basement. It was the fourth day. There was no signs of any rescue team and the road was still blocked. The children went out to play as it hadn't snowed since the previous night and the sky was clear. Om and Alka showed Jia how to pack snow to make big balls. "Let's make a snowman," said Jia. She used 2 snowballs for the body and the head, pebbles for the eyes, a twig for the nose, and shaped a smile with little stones. The 4 men also joined them and started to make their own. Soon, 7 snowmen in different sizes stood in a semicircle, wearing woolen caps, cracked buckets, and upturned vegetable baskets placed on their heads. Soon they were all tired. After a hearty lunch, they decided to take some rest. When Jia's father Hitesh heard a whirring sound, he woke the others up and they all rushed out. They saw the helicopter flying away from them. Everyone was staring at the empty sky. "Hello," said the stranger's voice behind Jia and made her jump. Between the snowmen were 3 soldiers from the Indian army. This was the army people looking for the 7 people. They had been flying above the mountains when they spotted the snowmen. They had come to look. The helicopter soon returned and lifted them up with the help of cables. Hope you liked my story. Thank you.
Today, I'm going to tell you a story about how the Indian Army had rescued 7 people who were stuck in the snow. This story is written by Pika Nani. Jia, her father, Hitesh and his brothers Akhilesh and Dinesh are on a trek in the hills. But when snow blocks their way, unable to go back, they take shelter in the house of a Daba owner named Shivcharan. Shivcharan, his 2 children, Om and Alka, and the others sleep in the basement. The next morning, they heard a loud rumbling sound. They saw a helicopter disappear in the horizon. They waved, shouted, screamed, but it was too late. They missed their chance of being rescued. The men took turns waiting outside the house. If the helicopter came looking again, they had a difficult time. Snow had to be cleared every now and then. The children tried to help by making tea, chopping vegetables and cleaning the basement. It was the fourth day, but there was still no sign of the rescue team. The road was still blocked. The children went out to play as it hadn't snowed since the previous night and the sky was clear. Om and Alka showed Jia how to pack snow to make big balls. "Let's make a snowman," said Jia. She used 2 snowballs for the body and the head, pebbles for the eyes, and twig for the nose. The men also joined them and started to build their own. Soon 7 snowmen of different sizes and stood in a semicircle, wearing woolen caps, cracked buckets, and upturned vegetable baskets as their hats. Soon everyone was tired. After a hearty lunch, they decided to take some rest. When Jia's father heard a whirring sound, he woke up the others, and they all rushed out. The helicopter was flying from them again. Everyone stared at the empty sky. "Hello," said a stranger's voice behind Jia, and startled her. Between the snowmen were 3 soldiers from the Indian Army. This was the rescue team looking for 7 people. They had been flying about the mountains. Then they spotted the snowmen. They had come to look. The helicopter soon returned and lifted them up. Thank you.
By Lucy Diamond. I like to watch the merry brook goes rippling on its way. It sings me such a happy song all through the summer day. Tells me tales of many things as on the grass I lie. About the hills from which it came and where it goes and why. Where it goes and why. If I had a tiny boat, a sailing I will go. The Aston with the brook to join, the river deep and slow. Thank you.
The Brook by Lucy Dunn. I like to watch the merry brook go rippling on its way. It sings me such a happy song all through the summer day. It tells me tales of many things as on the grass I lie. About the hills from which it came and where it goes and why. And if I had a tiny boat, a sailing I would go and hasten with the brook to join the river deep and slow. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Dakshin. Today I am going to tell a poem about The Brook by Lucy Diamond. I like to watch the merry brook go rippling on its way. It sings me such a happy song all through the summer day. It tells me tales of many things as on the grass I lie. About the hills from which it came and where it goes and why. And if I had a tiny boat, a sailing I would go, and hastened with the brook to join the river deep and slow. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Ali Gabel from 3A. Today I am going to recitate a poem Tiptoe Night by John Drinkwater. Tiptoe Night comes down the land all alone without a word, taking for his own again every little flower and bird, not a footfall, not a sigh, not a ripple of the air, not a sound to reckon by it. I know that he is there, and I count them as I wait, step by tiptoe. boy, step until hush, he is at the garden gate. Hush, he is at the window sill. Thank you.
Tiptoe Night by John Drinkwater. Tiptoe Night, come down the lane, all alone without a word, taking for his wine every little flowers and bird. Not a footfall, not a sign, not a ripple of the hand, not a sound to reckon by. Net, I know that he is there, and I count them as I went, step by tiptoe, step until her sister at the garden gate, her sister at the window sill. Thank you, ma'am.
Tiptoe Night. John drinks water. Tiptoe Night comes down the lane, all alone without a word, taking for its own again every little flowers and birds. Not a footfall, not a sign, not a rippling of the air, not a sound to reckon by. Yet I know there he is. I found then as I waited. Step by tiptoe, step until hush, he's at the garden gate. Hush, he's at the window.
By John Drinkwater. Tiptoe Night comes down the lane, all alone, without a word, taking for his own again. Every little flower and bird, not a footfall, not a sigh, not a ripple of the air, not a sound to reckon by. Yet I know he is there. I count as I wait, step by tiptoe, step until hush, he's at the garden gate. Hush, he's at the window sill. Thank you.
Tiptoe Night by John Drinkwater. Tiptoe Night comes down the lane, all alone, without a word, taking for his own again. Every little flower and bird, not a footfall, not a sigh, not a ripple of the air, not a sound to reckon by. Yet I know that he is there, and I count them as I wait, step by tiptoe, step until hush, is at the garden gate. Hush, is at the window sill.
Tiptoe Night by John Drinkwater. Tiptoe Night comes down the lane, all alone without a word, taking for his own again every little flower and bird, not a footfall, not a sigh, not a ripple of the air, not a sound to reckon by. Yet I know that he is there, and I count them as I wait, step by tiptoe step until hush, he's at the garden gate. Hush, he's at the window sill.
Hello, I am Manasvi from 3B. Today, I am going to narrate my experiences of my first trek. On 28th Feb 2021, we had a trek at Kodaikanal. There were 17 people, including me. We started our trek from Elephant Valley Waterfalls. Our destination was a mountain top 7 kilometers away. The myth was a dwarf village existed there centuries ago. I was really excited. The climb was a bit hectic and tiring. We had to walk through a reserve forest to reach the mountain top. We saw gooseberry trees, lemongrass plants, and wild fruits on the way. We took short breaks to relax and drink water. We saw footprints of deer and wild boar. The rocks were steep and slippery in a few places. Me and Trisha held hands and climbed slowly, We reached our destination after 1 hour 40 minutes of walk. We saw the rocks and houses where the dwarfs were living. They were very small and tiny. We spent around 30 minutes on the peak. We saw Palani hills and nearby towns. We started our climb down and it was quite challenging. In between, we lost our way and had to walk through dense bushes. The steep path increased my pace while the bushes bruised my hands. We were running short of water. I was exhausted and my legs were paining a lot. Despite this, I was really happy inside and enjoying every moment. We finally reached downhill. I will always remember my first trek with satisfaction.
Good evening, ma'am. Our classroom by Betsy Franco. The chair has arms, the clock a face. The kites have long and twirly tails. The tags have heads, the books have spines. The toolbox have set of nails, our shoes have tongues, the marbles eyes. Our classroom by Betsy Franco. The chair has arms, the clock a face. The kites have long and twirly tails. The tags have heads, the books have spines. The toolbox has a set of nails. Our shoes have tongues, the marbles eyes. The wooden desk has legs and feet. The cups have lips. A watch has hands. The classroom rulers all have feet. Heads, arms, hands, nails, spines, legs, feet, tails, face, lips, tongues, eyes. What a surprise! Is our classroom alive? Good evening, ma'am. Our classroom by Betsy Franco. The chair has arms, the clock a face. The kites have long and twirly tails. The tags have heads, the books have spines. The toolbox has a set of nails. Our shoes have tongues, the marbles eyes. The wooden desk has legs and feet. The cups have lips. My watch has hands. The classroom rulers all have feet, heads, arms, hands, nails, spines, legs, feet, tails, face, lips, tongues, eyes. What a surprise! Is our classroom alive? Thank you.